It's a mighty good word, party folks. It's your Ma High Priest. Happy new moon in Virgo. We are just about a degree, 1 degrees away from the new moon point at 22 degrees or 21 degrees and 59 minutes very soon. And currently feeling mildly sleepy. Mercury is coming to, or appears to be coming to a standstill from our vantage point, and so that means it will station direct and then forward motion. But that means the post shadow period, so about 3 more weeks before full speed ahead. I do have a Moonology spread, Moonology and Friends, including Black Moon, Astrology Oracle, the Wild Mystic Oracle, and the Wild Unknown Alchemy cards. I do have more tarot cards, but in the shuffle that I recorded, you'll see all the Oracle cards that I just mentioned. And I'll cut to that in just a moment. I was trying to remember. There's something I kept telling myself not to forget to mention the lunar phase, right? So yeah, shift and move forward. I did do a previous reading. It was a few readings ago that had a lot of these vibrations, but there were the Emperor archetype there was the Emperor archetype that I broke down into the 3 Magician, High Priest, and Empress. So I'll go into that after I introduce the lunar family phase. So this phase falls between 20 degrees and 24 degrees of Virgo, depending on what astrology chart type of house system you cast. New moon today. Happy new moon. Sun is also at Virgo, which makes it conjunct with the moon. The 28-day cycle begins, so recommended to be open to receiving clarity, be open to asking for clarity, be open to gaining clarity before moving ahead. And once you do gain clarity to move and then decide to move ahead, move slowly and tread lightly. Very sort of deeply emotional landscape up ahead. And just a reminder. So first quarter moon will actually, the full moon occurs in Aries at the end of the month, and then the eclipses come through in October. Okay, so that's within this kind of upcoming few weeks, and then for the longer lunar phase in the first quarter moon will occur on June 14th of 2024 at 23 and a half-ish degrees, and the sun will be squaring the moon in Gemini. 9.5 months after that, it'll be full in Virgo. The moon will be full in Virgo at around 24 degrees, opposing the sun in Pisces on March 14th of 2025. Exciting. And the last quarter moon will then occur at 20 degrees and a few minutes ahead in Virgo, and square the sun in Sagittarius on December 11th of 2025. So very cool. You can kind of gauge the rest of this year and the next 2 years. So it's interesting. It's so exciting to focus the energy and funnel it into this, right? Gaining a lot of clarity within the next few months to also make decisions that move you ahead. There's shift and movement forward. So the movement forward, of course, is not guaranteed unless you shift. So there's a bit of the work involved, right? But this is for abundance and expansion. You are in a very lucky period, but what will you do with that luck? Well, you've earned the luck now. You've earned the luck now. What will you do? Who do you want to collaborate with? What do you want to collaborate with? Okay, consider the Emperor archetype. And in this spread, you'll see the Empress is very much, the Empress archetype is very much being elevated at the moment. But there are a lot of magician and high priestess qualities in the vibration, right? As far as relating the energetics to archetypes of the tarot, right? To help us understand how we want to partner with, how we want to connect and expand, right? So drawing in and then also being magnetically drawn in to connect, to expand, manifest and make with the Grand Trine in Earth, create and flow with the Grand Trine in Water. So there are double-sided edges, swords to those two great manifesting powers, right? Perhaps there are qualities of too stubborn or too emotional. Take it that as it resonates with you. It could be someone around you. It could be you yourself feeling that way or being that way. Of course, adjustments are necessary within the next 9.5 month period. So be open to letting go, releasing, be flexible to realign with the new, a lot of maternal mother womb. And this is the moment, this is kind of the energy is bursting, right? Like there's a burst of harvest, there's a birth, there's a harvest, and there's the birthing, which could actually be happening with magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, and queens. This is your highest court, and I am your mercurial gesture with the planetary ancestral vibrations for your spiritual growth and human evolution on the as we proceed into the new moon in Virgo, 20 degrees to 24 degree family phase, which also embarks us on the longer Venusian phase. As you'll see, Venus is present, the Empress is present. So we'll just kick off the shuffle and then I'll be back. Alrighty, we are back, folks. Thank y'all for joining us. I am so grateful that you all are here. I hope, I know I don't play the shuffle like at normal speed because the videos are already so long, but if you're interested, hopefully if you are interested or curious, you can pause it and that's the hopeful part, is that you can pause it and see the shuffle, because there is an interesting kind of the bottom of the deck was trying to come through as far as the Black Moon Astrology with Chiron number 8 healing and Grand Trine card number 46 blessing. So we have Temperance and we have the Hangman. So 2 major arcanas, and this speaks to the quality of recognizing that you are healing, you're wrapping up your healing process. I know it's taking forever. You went through it. Don't forget, this is generational healing. It's not just local healing. So there is more to that, right? Because you are involved in a healing process, and you're also realizing your sort of state of being at the moment is in alignment with a earned luck. Very much you feel lucky, and so you want to take this opportunity, or it's perhaps there's a warning that, or suggestion, sorry, that not to rest too much or rely on, like fall on rest and rely too much on the laurels, or whatever that saying goes, however it goes. As I mentioned, Venus, the Empress, is here. So we have Libra, Taurus, and Copper. A lot of copper, a lot of polishing, more water energy, more flow, more. So you're coming back online, and what I mean is that you're getting your voice back, and that could mean a lot. Like you shut down for a moment, and you were not really communicating with many, or you're in that period, or and this has a lot to do with the healing process. But now you're coming back online, so your voice is activated. Your crown chakra has been completely active the last 9 months. So December, the winter could have been a kickoff point, and whether you're conscious of it, or how you will, and how you manifest, however it is that you manifest is what I mean. That's perhaps what I mean to say, instead of whether you're conscious of it. Depending on how you tend to your manifestation process, perhaps some of you literally, or you made a ritual, and you I apologize, I meant it, I should have turned that off, right? Confirmation, maybe they're coming in at like, it seems like the right time. The synchronicities are coming in, if they haven't already, right? Okay, so alongside that we have card 47, Grand Cross Provoker, card number 20, which is the 9 of Wands, card number 28, the 4th house of Roots, 4 of Cups, but the meditative, spiritual 4 of Cups. But you are in between these frustrated energies, or the quality of like maybe being too tired, going into rest mode, and not coming out of it in time to kind of get that gust of wind and get the flow going. Okay, but there is, so a lot of the, this is 2 of Pentacles. I don't know if I mentioned that, the card number 26, second house of owning. At the bottom of the Wild Mystic Oracle, I have the Deal, which is very Capricornian, and then I have Sacred, which is very watery, it's the starfish here, which this is the card that came out. Yeah, so with Chiron being here, all the feminine asteroids being very much active, and the world points, this could very well have something to do with finances for you, especially gathering a new deal and closing out old deals, or closing out an old deal or an old project and moving on to a new one. So you may be in that very much liminal transitional space, But it could also very well have been a relationship. It very much does have relationship qualities, but it has, or financial qualities, business type qualities, more so financial in general, and home owning. So there could be like a split of homes. Wow. Splitting homes, splitting between homes. So I'm getting a lot of dualistic messages in this case. So like a divorce and a marriage, a separation, and then buying a new home, selling another home. Wow. There are a lot of activity there. So just watch the details, right? Read all the forums 3 times, and yeah. The Moonology, actually, Happy New Moon, we have Take Time to Breathe Out, Disseminating Moon, Full Moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming, and then the end of a tough cycle approaches, Full Moon in Capricorn. Okay, so again, very much business related, financial related, but also sibling. So because of a lot of the ancestral kind of past life qualities, this could be the relationship now has, the way I'll describe it, is the relationship now is very close. You could very well be family, like just for example, brother, sister own a business, but also wife, husband, or partner, like husband, ex-husband, ex-partner. But within the division, within the separation, there's like more comes to one of you, maybe perhaps you collective, but you are receiving a lot of messages, and so that is guiding your communication. So lean into that. If you're wondering how to say it, if you're wondering how to soften it, your spiritual meditations can guide you. You'll receive clarity within that, and though you are right in supposing and planning for having to be the one that leads the conversation, or that has to open the conversation, right? You might be scared to approach the other person about this union, about this contract, about this business partnership, about you like exiting, buying, then you have to talk to someone. You could have just done all that, right? Exited or separated, ended, or like trying to just end it. The separation already occurred, but the ending needs to like just cut. But you've already moved on, moved out, moved away. You already bought a new home. Maybe you're even buying another one, and then but there's like, you want to talk to somebody about, well, it's creative, and Venus is here, so there's kind of emotional creative flow. Perhaps, yeah, they're back to the Black Moon astrology. There's the like another type of that. So all of these storylines maybe don't connect, but they are parallel to each other. In I have the feelings of somebody who, or not somebody, like a couple who are creating a baby and buying homes, moving out, selling an old home. And that's very fruitful, and like it's frustrating, and y'all are annoyed at each other, or try not to tell all your secrets. But like, this is good. This is very much like, you guys are good. You guys are very good. It is I know it's not it's so tacky to be like, talk about money, but like, this is good. It's grounded in the bearings of the earth and like being fruitful, and like, so it's more than a money, right? It's abundance, but like it you guys really show the earning, like what you've worked for and what you've earned. So like, don't fall into stubbornness. Don't, when you feel you're getting lazy, okay, like the emotion, getting too emotional is going to make you too lazy, or getting too headstrong and controlling is going to make you lazy, or like not sign or agree, okay? And then I'm getting the other more solo person who's exited a lot, like the last 9 years of brutal transformation, and that's coming to a wrap like in a month or so. Like, you're about to exit this like portal, and your timeline shifting. You're like you give me this quality of sour to sweet, to like the like sweet visions, the sweet pleasures, the sweet abundance, the sweet fruit, the bearings, the sweet bearings, the gifts, the psychic gifts, as my lamps kick it. Yeah, you are the one, like, you've received your honing in, you received your gifts, you're a healer, hand, feminine, flow, empress. There's very dualistic, perhaps your human design astrology, which I haven't fully ventured in there, hardly ventured, but there may be like a 2-part series where you're done with the lessons part, and now it's like the Empress come to me. So again, like, you're in the temperance alchemical mode. You're working for bigger, better, brighter. You're like really an earth goddess. The earth, just go with the earth, okay? The earth moves you. You're a healer. Perhaps there's a Sagittarius coming into your life, that you will both, it's somewhat like a protector, a masculine protector force, where perhaps you guys, both of you, guide each other, like you move each other through space and time in a very spiritually, like y'all's aura comes together as one, and it's the rooted in the earth, man, like the earth. Yeah, earth. Okay, earth. Did I say earth? There will be a family. And then so they are this masculine healer, Sagittarius healer, a good physique. I mean, both, like, one of you is a masculine sky god, and one of you is a like feminine empress earth. Like you are of the earth, like the earth, the stars and the earth. You're born out of the stars and the earth. You maybe this is your spirit guide, and like this is the new the new Akashic record. You are or is it called an earth angel? Like you're what is like, are you really into like Joan of Arc at them, or like in general or something? I don't know. Like are you her? Are you them? Are you a leader? Okay. That's so cool. Wow. I do want to read the sacred card because that's just really exciting. There's something about showing yourself off, being free to explore. Okay. And then on the other hand, there's someone that's done all this sort of thing, that received the downloads, perhaps was in a relationship where that ended, shifts in home, buying new homes, and now you need to speak to someone, or you want to speak to someone. You can feel that you can be kind and lead with your kindness, and lead with soft, or like a flirtatious, right, with the Gemini, but just a more calm. And though again, because of the frustrative, the tough, like you having to kind of exit, like still in that final kind of, just the final weeks, right, the final countdown, it's still frustrative. The decision is still very difficult, right? Or I meant to pick up the Two of Pentacles, but I guess because of all the length and amount of time, and like gravity of the like depth of the transformation and the force, like this is a very Plutonian Pluto. It's written in the books and the records and the Akash, and you're shifting out of that, but it is like a whole like imagine like dawning a whole new era of you, that is what it is. It's difficult to really properly envision it without taking the time out for you, so that you can lean into a little bit of softness and calmness, knowing that you'll be received. So some folks will receive, there will just be a balance, honesty, and perhaps you're like maybe you need to just kind of, I don't know why, apologize, I don't know why, but maybe you needed to hear that, right? I want to do a field tarot, just maybe for that party, like, thank you so much. Just spirit up with a nice light. Yeah, so you could very well be more so on your own at the moment, trying to well, you're also getting all the downloads, right? So like you have to allow that to pass as well. You have to allow for that to occur, for your wish fulfillment to come in. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And it's like, I think you're really worried, you're really concerned. Perhaps you do have to create an emotional, secure, safe space for yourself and for whoever it is that you need to talk to. You perhaps are feeling like you may have to offer that. And so just take it easy on yourself, because you're really coming into it. You were more so in that space, and so now that you're realizing, okay, I can actually attempt to correct whatever it is, it's like you likely will. But again, the Nine of Cups speak to either being too stubborn, being too drunk, or being too, what is like drunk on lazy, or maybe really actually kind of drunk. And that's like causing the banging in your head. Wow, you can persevere, okay? And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is, the Prince of Swords, which is a very Gemini, Libra. So you could have a Mercury, Gemini, Libra, okay? Or a Moon, Gemini, Libra. But you can persevere. You can get your message across. You can stay grounded. You can stay rooted. You don't have to. It may be that there has to be there may have to be details hashed out. There may be details that have to be hashed out, right? Because you may have been in the Seven of Cups energy, and now within this sort of alchemical spiritual enlightenment that you're in receiving mode, you're realizing where you should put your attention, or where you feel that you need to put your attention, or where your attention should go, right? Your perspective, the Star card again, or not again, I just mean here. But you're shifting perspective, okay? All in the mind. You're an Emperor, you're an Aries or a Scorpio. Wow, okay. Your fear is that you won't be able to complete your transformation in time to gravitate and manifest your Empress, and you feel as though your Empress is slipping away and hiding away and going away from you. And your Empress is very earthy, but a water sign, or Pisces, that kind of shows a very balanced, youthful approach, but is very aligned. And you're feeling not aligned with them, but you're searching for them, you're communicating with them. In your dreams, is that where you are trying to the message is more like you need to speak up in reality, not lie in fear, and suppose that you can communicate entirely through that. But please go through a transformation and relax. And I know you don't want to hear someone tell you to relax, but the Nine of Swords is here, and that's fear, okay? And I'm getting that your fear is keeping you from your manifestation, your Nine of Cups, right? You're transforming, so relax. You're paying your dues, you're paying your karmic dues. You already realized what you're doing. You've already been paying out a lot of karma. It's just a little bit more to go, like 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I don't know. It's just like timing there will be a movement after today, after this weekend. There'll be like this shift, so that'll come. And so the worry, the fear is there that you've lost them, but It's more so that you, maybe the suggestion and advice is to place more conscientious effort into how to reach out, how to communicate, what to communicate, how to soften the communication, come with an honest, truthful deal, or come just with honest communication. Be open to looking at the finer details and be open to discussing and just being forthright about the details. A lot of Venusian energy, so it's almost like you're not realizing something, okay? And then that just may be that you need to stop psychically, stop relying on psychic communication or the fear. I was getting the acronym, false. Wow. False something appearing real. Yeah, I'm tired. Mercury. Okay, let's read Sacred. So starfish. This card represents the sacred geometry and symmetry of nature, from the fractals of succulent plants to the Fibonacci seed spirals on the head of a sunflower. Many natural forms correspond to mathematical and geometric formulas throughout history. Philosophers and even scientists and mathematicians have ascribed the remarkable symmetry and geometry of the natural world to a higher power. This is reflected in the architectural symmetry of places of worship, ancient temples, and spiritual artwork. This card tells you to look for the sacred and the mundane and the supernatural in the world. When this card comes into a reading, it is a reminder that we are all unified, similar, and akin to one another. It is a symbol of our connection to each other as well as to the divine. Whatever the divine might mean to you, this card signifies our links and bonds with one another. Through not only our similarities, but also our differences, this card might be asking you to rise above a situation or seek enlightenment. So you may be too preoccupied with what is separating you, and when you know that you're not, that there could be reconciliation in the cards. But it's as if the Empress, if you resonate with the Empress archetype at this moment, then perhaps it is just for you to remain in your Empress mode and be open to communication when it comes. On the other hand, if you resonate as someone who wants to get the message out and like resonate more with like an Emperor or Knight of Swords, in that arena, Aries, Scorpio, and then Gemini, Libra, Aquarius vibrations in the mind and the moon. If you're in that arena, maybe that you're the one that needs to do the communicating, right? The Emperor plans the action and enacts and accomplishes. The Empress is open to receiving and open to communication and tends to their vicinity to allow for the energetics to elevate and for them to manifest on their own or with an emperor, okay, to elevate, both elevate each other, right? Yeah, at the bottom of the field tarot establishment, Ten of Swords. Both elevate each other to cycles of up, spiral up, okay? Why not end it with a, wow. Herbal Astrology card. Didn't even get to shuffle it, but the Arnica card 33 and Kava Kava card 48 came out. Community and teacher, okay? At the bottom of the deck is Rose. Love. All you need is love, okay? I'm just gonna stop there. Y'all pack it. So, like, keep it light. Keep it real. Have fun.